Welcome, everyone. Thank you for watching this informational session for the Leading from Home program by Early Edge California. The purpose of this session is to provide helpful information to family, friend, and neighbor caregivers and license-exempt family care providers about the Leading from Home program and how to apply. This webinar will be both provided in English and in Spanish and be available on the Early Edge California website. The English version of this session will be provided by myself, Andrew Avila, Policy Analyst for Early Edge California, my colleague Kelly Reynolds, Senior Policy Analyst for Early Edge, and the Spanish version will be translated by Luis Molina, Policy Analyst for Dual Language Learners. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the topics we will be discussing today. We'll talk a little bit about Early Edge California, a little bit about the Leading from Home overview, and answering some frequently asked questions, providing contact information. And for this slide, I'll kick it over to my colleague, Kelly.
Thanks, Andrew. So to provide a little bit of information about Early Edge California, Early Edge is a policy and advocacy organization that advocates for policy changes and investments in high-quality early warning programs for children from birth to age 8. Our priority areas focus on three main areas, which include strengthening the early warning and care workforce. So that means, increasing access to wages and compensation, improving access to professional development and training, and providing general support mechanisms. We also prioritize promoting high quality programs through funding and other mechanisms. And then lastly, our priority is supporting dual language learners and their families. So making sure that educators have professional development to support dual language learners and provide opportunities to ensure that children entering early learning settings are supported with in keeping both their home language while also learning English. Next slide. And to provide a little background information about family, friend, and neighbor care, we know that this is a term that can mean many different things across settings within our state and across the nation. So in terms of what we're talking about when we are talking about this program, family, friend, and neighbor care, also known as FFN care, is license-exempt care provided by a family, friend, or neighbor to at least one child who is not their own. So this could mean that you're a grandparent who regularly watches your grandkids while your adult child is working. Or it can mean that you're an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, or a family member who watches a family member's child on a regular basis. You could be a trusted trusted neighbor or friend who takes care of a child while their parents are working. And you could provide this type of care in either setting, meaning it could be in your own home that you take care of children, or it could be in the house of the children that you're caring for. But the key emphasis here is that it's without a license. You are legally exempt from having to have a license. If you answered, or if any of these scenarios apply to you, then you are what we consider a family, friend, and neighbor caregiver. Next slide. Or I'll turn it back over to Andrew to provide a little bit of an overview of Leading from Home.
Thank you, Kelly, for that helpful information. And now I will provide more information about Leading from Home. So, Leading from Home. This program was created to invest and support FFN providers, also known as license-exempt caregivers, and help their goals to influence policy and systems related to child care and workforce needs. This program was also created to strengthen providers and families' roles in decision-making and advocacy, influencing policy-making. Also, to support provider leaders to grow and empower their groups and networks to create positive change for themselves and the children and families they care for. Here at Early Edge, we really want to emphasize that this is an important opportunity for you to grow with and learn from other caregivers throughout California and gain a system of support and community to talk about the challenges and needs that you face as a caregiver in your day-to-day lives. Now that some background of the Leading from Home program has been shared, I'm going to talk about the who, what, and when of the program. Who? We are looking for a cohort of 10 family, friend, and neighbor caregivers who are committed to learning, sharing, and taking action, who have experience or desire to lead informal networks or groups of their peers, have a network or connections to existing providers and parents, and have about 5 to 10 hours per month to commit to the work of the Leading from Home program. This program is a 12-month commitment starting August 2023, ending in July 2024. FFN caregivers will participate in a monthly community of practice meeting with other home-based providers, which will last about 2 hours. They will identify their goals and needed supports, receive technical assistance and support from mentor providers, train and prepare their network members to participate in policy action, and expand their network and build a contact list. On the other hand, Early Edge California will provide facilitation for these monthly community of practice meetings, mentorship from experienced provider leaders, monthly $1,000 stipends to our participants, which equals up to $12,000 a year, funds to support network building activities such as in-person events and supplies and technology, and also free technical assistance around policy and strategic communications for efforts that the FFN caregivers want to embark on. When applications are now open and due Wednesday, May 31st, interviews will be conducted in June and July. We will be hosting office hours on May 10th for our English speakers and May 11th for our Spanish speakers from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific time to answer any additional questions about the program and the application that the website or this video probably could not answer for you. And our first official meeting will be on Wednesday, August 9th, 2023. Now, this slide relates to frequently asked questions. We've been asked, are there requirements to apply? Yes, there are requirements. You must be an FFN caregiver, also known as a licensed exempt caregiver, providing regular care to at least one child who's not your own. We've been asked, how are applicants selected to participate? An application review committee will be formed involving members from Early Edge California, a member from Homegrown, which is a national nonprofit that originally made the Leading from Home program, and a provider leader to help review applications for equity and fairness. The ideal candidate will have experience or strong interest in developing networks of caregivers to be agents of change in their communities. People want to know, when will we hear back after submitting an application? And applicants can expect it to be heard back from Early Edge in early June after submitting their app. That marks the conclusion of this video. If you have any more questions or would like more information, you can feel free to email me at aavila@earlyedgecalifornia.org, or please visit our website, www.earlyedgecalifornia.org/leading-from-home. Thank you again for watching this informational session, and we look forward to seeing your application. Thank you.